we are back. I'm the Pole Father, and ladies and gentlemen, the motto on this channel is it only takes one. Now, today in this video, there will not be any openings. I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy this time around. What is going on in the card market right now? Ladies and gentlemen, we are all flabbergasted with CGC's decisions on changing their grading terms. And also changing their grading terms, getting rid of the subgrades along with the perfect 10. Rest in peace, perfect 10s. If you got one, great job. If you don't got one, you might be able to still grab one. I think those are going to appreciate value. I think perfect 10s to the moon. But besides that point, this video, I'm going to be that guy. I really hate to do this kind of video with everything going on with CGC because I actually really do like CGC. I really do. However, everyone does. I shouldn't say statistically, it shows that PSA is the more desirable slab and does command the higher value. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean CGC is not a great company. I love them just as much. I grade with them just as much. In fact, I have the third highest set registry for first edition base set shadowless Pokemon, the third highest set registry. So I'm a CGC fan 100%. Now, obviously, am I a fan of the changes? I mean, I could go over the article with everything. But I'm sure by now everyone's read it. Everyone's aware of what's going on. How they said there is no more 9.5s, but now all of a sudden there is 9.5, and 9.5s are becoming 10s, and the pristines just becoming the 10. And if you have a perfect 10, you keep sealing, so forth, so forth. So everyone knows what's going on. First things first, my opinion on it all. I grade with both companies, PSA and CGC. I have both. You should always diversify your collection. I know some people love the uniformity. If you want to do one set in a certain type of slab to keep it more organized, absolutely, that's what I do. But you shouldn't really just kind of narrow it down and saying I only collect this slab. But it's just my opinion. Anyways, first things first, the label change. You know what, guys? I saw it coming right away when they first announced their merger. I said, well, first thing they're going to do is probably change the label. And when you know what happened, boom, they changed the label. It's a nice label. It's clean. It really isn't anything too fancy, but neither is PSA's. I think I'm not the only one to say this, but I think the blue was growing on everyone right here. But it's just something new to get used to. It does kind of suck that pretty much the whole branding, process needs to start over. But at the grand scheme of things, CGC has multiple companies underneath them. Eventually, this was bound to happen. Eventually, they would all merge when they had enough. I don't want to say enough business, but enough tracking to say, hey, this can work. They want to go up against PSA. Hey, free market. This is America. Let them have it. It's good. I think it's great. Great competition. It keeps things open. With that said, though, I'm going to just kind of lean into this video with the CGC slabs I cracked and sent into PSA before they announced. I literally got these slabs back like 2 days before they announced it. And I was literally preparing a video to post, and then CGC announced the big drop, and I said, whoa, I said, hang on here. So first thing, let's go through these, and we'll kind of just go from there. There's a little surprise in there. I kind of spoiled a little bit of it, but I'll show everyone. So let's start from the top. Look, everyone knows the 9.5s. I have some 9.5s. I have some 9.5s that are absolutely flawless and clean. I have a couple 9.5s that have a good facial on it, enough to not make it a 10. So when it comes to crossing stuff over, do be warned. Is there an opportunity to make money? Maybe. Is there an opportunity to lose money? Maybe. That's the excitement about this. Play the market. Have fun with this. That's why we all do this. So getting into this here, I got a nice stack here, and I'll bring them on the camera. A nice stack of PSA slabs. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently, but here, so hide the label from you guys, but there it is right here. So first is first. Now, there's a little bit of time events in here. So here I have a Shining Fates Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. Pretty good subgrades here. I was hoping for the 10. Of course, I did not get the 10. I got the CGC 9.5. I thought, hey, maybe it's time to crack it. I graded this back when Shining Fates first came out. And I said, it's time to crack it. And what do you know? It came back a PSA 10. So that's a win-win right there. So no surprise there from everyone else. So I am going to be that guy and show the slabs I got from CGC to PSA. But I want to talk about customer service after this video because that's actually really important. Next, we're all familiar with the Charizard V. Charizard V, 9 centering, 10 surface, 9.5 corners, 9.5 edges. And what do you think it got, ladies and gentlemen? it got a PSA 10. Great start so far. So here we had an 8.5 Radiant Charizard. Now, for this one, I was kind of, still looked pretty good, but, sometimes you got to send one card in to kind of get the sacrifice, the hard eye. And sure enough, the theory was right. Got a PSA 9. So, first 9 of this. We're going to keep stacking right here, okay? Next, Charizard VMAX from Champion's Path. I also pulled this card as well. Centering believed to be a 9. I thought it was pretty harsh. Surface 9.5, corners 10, and 9.5 edges. Rest in peace. Grading. Sorry, subgrades, I'm sorry. Sure enough, a PSA 10. Another win. This card, now, a lot of times, I have been that guy where I said to myself, my God, this card's flawless. My God, I need to resend it. I actually sent this card into CGC twice. One first with subgrades, 9.5 centering, 10 surface, 9.5, 9.5. And this is when there was literally not a single population of Celebrations Charizard. There was the population was under maybe like 10. And I got 9.5. I said, man, let's recrack it without subgrades because maybe it'll get higher because they said subgrades can maybe make the card more, they pick at it more. And sure enough, I sent in the PSA one time. And what happened, ladies and gentlemen? It only takes one. He got the PSA 10. Next, a Radiant Charizard that graded a CGC 9. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really enjoyed Pokemon Go. A lot of people didn't. So be it. It's all about what you like in this hobby. I opened up a lot of these, and a lot of these cards I sent over to CGC were absolutely crispy. They were so clean. I could not get over it. And actually, when I sent these cards in, I couldn't look at this hobby for like 2 weeks. I was so upset, pissed of how much money I spent. But it's not like CGC. Just gonna throw it out there. So, CGC 9, what do you think it graded? PSA 10. Perfect card. I graded another Radiant Charizard. CGC 9. What do you think happened? A PSA 10. CGC, if you watch this video, I'm not bashing you. I really like you. I really like my CGC 10s and my CGC sets. So, anyways, another one. Radiant Blastoise, 9. PSA 10. Radiant Blastoise, another 9. PSA 10. At that point, I was resubmitting stuff, and I kind of started throwing things away because I was so angry and aggravated about keeping the labels. So I started going through them. But anyways, these were all 9s. Came back at PSA 10. Came back at PSA 10. Venusaurs were all 9s. Came back at PSA 10. Came back at PSA 10. Guys, I'm going to say it before, if you ever buy a card and you see in a CGC 9 slab or even a 9 slab and you take a good look at it, don't hesitate. You could crack it, send it. Could make a buck or two depending on what it is. And I'll show you that further along when we get more in this video. Next, the Numel. Right, those grades. I really, really like the Dittos. And my goal is actually to get a PSA 10 set of the Dittos with the sticker still on them. I pulled a handful of these. The centering was terrible. Peeling here and dent there. I had 3 great candidates. CGC 9 Numel. What do you think happened? PSA 10 Numel, the Ditto version. Huge win. Spinark, CGC 9. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got a slap stuck here. PSA 9 Spinark. I actually thought this one was the best one of all of them, so I'm probably going to crack this and resubmit it. Bidoof, 9. CGC, came back to PSA 10. This one I actually thought maybe was the least chance like getting a 9 because I know at the top here there was like a little line, but whatever. And last but not least, the grand finale. This one was huge. Special delivery Bidoof. Black Star promo. Ladies and gentlemen, CGC 9, PSA 10. You're talking about like a $150 card jumping up to $900. Maybe $850, $800. $700, you got to get rid of it tomorrow. Look, not trying to bash CGC because with everything going on. I'm not trying to say, look how much better PSA is. A lot of people talk about CGC. A lot of people do talk about them. If no one did care about them, they wouldn't be talking about them. That's my opinion. It's just my opinion. I think it's good if you're a company to rattle up the waves to a certain degree to kind of get people talking and brewing, stir things up, but at a certain degree. So I want to get into the next thing, and I do have more cards I'm going to be cracking to send to PSA. Now, I have one more card to show everyone here. So this is where CGC wins me over 10 times over 10, because the truth is, when it comes to customer service, top of the line, quality customer service, consistent customer service, from my experience, and people may think differently or say differently, I've had the best customer service with CGC, hands down. For an example, I had my entire first set base set got graded by CGC. Don't even know what I'm going to do with that anyways. 2 cards, the label got mixed up, made a call, sent the slab in, free to fix, had it corrected in 2 days. There was another problem with it. I called back. They jumped on it right away. It was fixed in 15 minutes. It fixed in the registry. Everything was squeaky clean. A+ CGC, that is something you can't beat. And I'm telling you right now, if CGC can come with more traffic and consistency with grading, with the numbers that PSA does, that itself, I'm telling you, is going to win people over. Little things like that go a long way. But at the end of the day, what company's been around the longest? PSA. However, I don't know. This hobby's weird. It's fun. That's all I can say. But this is the thing which disappoints me about PSA majorly. I have a Pop 1. I recently graded. For those of you guys who watch my videos, I went through a mad ton amount of Prize Pack Series 1. I would think maybe Series 3 is coming out. If it is or not, I don't know. Probably going to crack some Series 2 soon. I don't know. We'll see. They don't really jive anyways, but I would buy those, by the way, if you guys think about it. Buy them now before it's too late. But I have not submitted any of those cards yet, except for one, because I thought it had a great chance at a 10. And sure enough, it scored a 10. As a Pop 1, ladies and gentlemen, you have the Pikachu V Prize Play Pokemon Pack Series 1. But I don't even have to say it. If you know Pokemon cards, you already know it's the first major flaw on this slab and label. What is that? You got it right. Look at the name. Look at the slab. Pokemon Sword and Shield 2020 Pikachu V Vivid Voltage. Ladies and gentlemen, it took 2 to 3 months to get this card back. I'm sending it back, and I probably won't have it for another 2 to 3 months. That is the part where it gets aggravating. So I got to go through that whole process again, and just aggravating. But I'm sure I'm not the only one that's ever happened to me about this. But great card, squeaky clean, nice and shiny. Centering these cards have a very low pop. I'm not a big alternative guy, but for some odd reason, when this set came out, I was like very drawn to it. But so the slabs that I cracked out of PSA, we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Out of 17 cards, 14 of 7 that were not a 10 came back a 10. 3 remained a 9. Honestly, I'm probably resubmitting these 2 back. This one, I see why. Centering's off. Really on the back, too. On camera, it doesn't even look that bad either. If this card was maybe worth more, I'd probably give it another swing. I really would, but I'd probably let it go. But these 2, I'd probably take one more crack at, which I'm probably going to. And then, obviously, I need to resubmit the Prize Pack Series 1 pack. So, there you have it. He's next, and many more cards. Look, I like CGC. I really do. And I'm not bashing on them. I'm not, even though this video was kind of like, hey, look how many CGC slabs I cracked and got PSA 10s. It's clearly something commonly practiced. There's a reason why I really believe that CGC is doing this, and I think it's because they're seeing a lot of their slabs get cracked, and sent to PSA. So, am I, and I'm not going to say, am I against it, yes or no? The thing is this. Things change and people don't like change. It's a fact of life. CGC came out with the 9, the 9.5, the 10, the 10. That's their new grading standards. So, today's day and age, when someone opens a card or opens a pack and they pull the hit card out, there's really only a couple things that happen today. They sleeve it immediately. The chances of 10s, the chance of the card becoming a 10 fresh out of pack are more likely, or you're more likely to get a 10 today because people are cracking and sleeving right away and submitting right away. If it's off-centered or there's a little manufacturing error, at this point, people aren't even grading them. With that being said, your chances of getting a 10 are so high, and 10s obviously command a higher value. So I almost see in a way why they have to come up with a 9, 9, 5, 10, 10, because no one wants an 8 unless it's something very, I shouldn't say very scarce, something scarce, but the truth is nobody wants 8s. 9, 5, it's almost like going to be the new 8. I'm sorry, 9, 5 is almost going to be the new 9, and 9 is going to be the new 8. But it's a better number. It looks better. Same with the 10s. The 10 is going to be the new 9, 5, and then the pristine 10 is just the 10. It's weird. But you know what? It's an approach they're taking. It's interesting to see what's going to happen in the circumvents. A lot of people said, what is CGC doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Hey, I have no idea. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see this in the next few months, what exactly happens, because it should be interesting. However, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. All I know is I'm on the fence. I'm on my toes here because I have a whole first edition set with a ton of 9.5s in it. And I'm constantly back and forth on two things. One, leave alone as is. 2, time to sell it. 3, send it all over to CGC to upgrade the slab. Or 4, at this point, if I'm going to pay $5 a slab, I might as well pay the premium more per slab, crack them, send them all to PSA. That's kind of like where we're at right now. And I hate to be the guinea pig, but it looks like I'm in trouble, and I may have to be the guinea pig on this one. So, I don't know. All I do know is my pristine 10s in the original slabs, I'm probably not cracking them. I'm going to leave those alone. And to be honest with you guys, I only have 4 of them. I think if you have a pristine CGC 10, I think those will hold its value for a certain amount, depending on what happens with CGC in the future. There's so many videos about this topic, guys. All I know is stay on your toes, keep your eyes down, go with your gut instinct. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. No one can predict the future. If we all did, we'd all have a crystal ball. We'd all be millionaires, going back in time, grabbing the sports almanac, placing big bets, and retiring. Back to the future. Anyways, I got another submission on the way in. So, guys, I'm the Pole Father. It's going to be back. And as always, it really only takes one. Pop one. It only takes one.